Greetings, Taurus, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading here for the week. Jumping in and getting your rune for the energetic past, we have the irreversible rune of Yara. Yara it literally means year. This is the cycles, endings making beginnings and beginnings making endings. This is the coming and going of things. This is you ended or began something simultaneously here in your recent past. This is like a changing of the seasons. It's nicknamed the harvest rune. So like at the end of the year, we make a harvest. This is the period where where the farmer would take the inventory of the crop and determine the quality of the product, and have to learn, right, and assess and maybe determine practices for the upcoming years, right? So this is an evaluation period. It could be coming from a very big learning, like karmic lessons. This is like one Kinaz rune, the rune of manifestation, trailblazing. Like remember at the harvest rune, you plant the seeds and then you reap them. So this is what knowing what you sow, what you did is what you are reaping, right? So this could be like karmic lessons as well in your recent past. Please take what resonates here, Taurus, and leave what doesn't. Either way, this is a big learning period for you. So I hope you've been learning out there. In the now position, looks like some of you have been learning. This is, or all of you, I should say, Taurus, this is Sawilo. This is a beautiful rune of the sun. This is why I say a beautiful rune of the sun, because Daga also partially represents the sun. So Sawilo, the sun rune, this is that life-giving energies that the sun has. This is also that respect of the energies that the sun gives, right? Too far away is too cold, too close you get burned. But in the middle, the sun gives life, energy, security, light, warmth, all those good things, right? So this is in the now period, this is feeling like the sun or being like the sun. The sun's light shines on everybody and anything without hesitation, reservation, or judgment. It just is what it is. This could be you embracing your authenticity or realizing that you've had a very lucky sort of like Midas touch kind of energy, like everything you touch turns into gold kind of stuff, or feeling just very fortunate for your harvest and thankful, and you're just feeling very in your natural success and your authenticity, just really happy. I see you as being in very good spirits here recently, Taurus. In your energetic near future is the rune of Hagalaz. This is the rune, another irreversible rune. These all three are irreversible runes. So these are like very much unavoidable. This is very grounding energy when the lines go straight down, and when the lines are going straight up, it's very divinely connected, like divine mandate. So this is crossing the barriers. It's like through a divine mandate, a natural disaster. This is Hagalaz, the hail rune. This isn't all doom and gloom. This is a removal of things that aren't meant to last through the next energies. So as we harvest, as we conclude and begin again, we're probably feeling very fortunate. We're shining like the sun. We also know that just like how the seasons change, how cycles happen, right? The sun comes and goes behind clouds too. So there's the cycle of the sun and the storm, right? So we have those energies that we're recognizing now in your life here, Taurus, which is a very beautiful concept, because this Hagalaz is kind of like the Tower card in tarot. Is something that's being naturally wiped away from you. It's an unintended eventuality, really. It's more indicative of something like like a car repair, or that negative person being removed from your life, things like that. It's an unintended eventuality. It's not an if, it's a when, right? So when we look at this as happening for us rather than to us, and I think you are going to be a bit more optimistic, depending if you're taking this Sawilo rune in a very healthy way or not. When you're taking this in an ego way, you're going to be more apt to look at this Hagalaz as happening to you, and then that ego tricks itself as intuition, is like, oh, everything's happening to me, and woe is me, kind of stuff. But if you look at this with a healthy perspective, enter into this with that healthy perspective, you're going to be able to shine through this storm, I believe. And this is like a blessing where it's happening for you. That's the opportunity for more crops to be planted after the hail destroys what it needs to, right? This is the opportunity to rebuild after the destruction, or to celebrate with your growth. When you grow naturally, you had a good harvest and you're shining and you're growing in your natural success. Other things that don't resonate with that are going to either challenge you or just naturally fall away. It's up to how much attention you really give it. We have thousands of these instances in our lives, and it's only the select few we give attention to that we really even ponder on. So yeah, this is a blessing in disguise, honestly. I think you're carrying out some more lucky, very good energies, though, throughout this Taurus. In the influence for the energetic now, another irreversible. So all four so far, irreversible. This is Gibo, the rune of gifts, reciprocity, give and take, spiritual gifts. This could be literal gifts. You could be feeling like you were given a gift to make it through. You could see that storm on the horizon. You're like, hey, I need this. Or just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But this is the energetic influence of that balance, very stable. When the lines are going like that, it's very stable energy. Very stable, give and take, and this isn't a gift where it's like one of those like very cheap, thoughtless gifts either. This is like a divine or a spiritual gift, or a meaningful gift from somebody, or somebody that means a lot to you. This could be like a lot of Two of Cups or Lovers energy, like a partnership, like a significant other partnership. This could be a relationship with yourself, divine source, even a business partnership. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this reading resonates, I invite you to explore a private session where we can go deeper into your path, your energy, and the guidance the runes are offering. When the runes speak, they open a doorway to your own inner wisdom, and these sessions can help you step fully into that clarity. Subscribing, sharing, or leaving a comment even supports this channel and helps more seekers like you gain the insight, the guidance, and the spiritual growth that they need. Thank you for showing up and for engaging and honoring your own journey. Together, we strengthen this circle of awakening and understanding. But that's kind of what's influencing you, is that balance of reciprocity is what I'm seeing. In your advice for right now, Taurus, is the rune of Anzus. Anzus is that rune of communication, is divine downloads, prophetic dream work. This is the only one that's not reversible, but this is still very grounded energy. And this is it's nicknamed the antenna rune. This is a lot of communication. This is Odin's favorite rune. This is like the divine blessings of Gnosis. Gnosis with the G. Very divine wisdom. So this could be something like your claircognizance, clairsentience, your clair abilities. There's like 6 of them. That could be increasing, could just be easier for you to meditate right now as well. This is something where you need to remain grounded and remain open to this communication. It could be spirit signs as well, like animals, numbers, music that you listen to, messages that you hear, divine downloads. Like I said, prophetic dream work too. This could be like premonition dreams, deja vu, things like that as well. So definitely pay attention to that communication, receive those messages for that guidance, and that'll help get you through the next energies. What do I see for the energetic outcome for your whole rune reading here, Taurus, is the beautiful Birch Goddess's rune, Berkana. This is like Empress card energy in the tarot as well. This is like knowing how to be able to begin several things, just having that intuitive know-how. So this is very kind of fortunate, lucky energies. Just tap in, stay grounded, right, Taurus? and nurture. You're going to have these gifts nurtured the more you tap in and kind of surrender to this information. I'm not going to say really surrender. This is going to be a balance of that communication, which is going to help you grow and in your success and increase the chances of a good harvest again. But in your energetic outcome, this is like that nurturing, a familial style type of nurturing, like a mother's love. This is that love that adapts and transmutes and changes along with the child. Remember, the child's needs are going to change. The way they need love is going to change. So the mother's love like adapts along with it. That's the best way I know how to explain it, is that type of nurturing energy that you get blessed with. That's the birch goddess's gift to you. In the energetic outcome here, you're beginning something very, very beautiful, very new. Look at this as happening for you, definitely. This beautiful blessing that you're receiving here is that growth. Yeah. And as you grow, you're growing with this success, with this harvest, right? You're like investing in yourself. You're communicating. You're wheeling and dealing, reciprocity, right? You're feeling very blessed and very gifted. And you're nurturing this in the future. So obviously other things in your life are going to fall away. Other things in your life are going to test it. All right, be ready for that. As I just said that, I looked up at my clock and it was 4:44 on my clock. So trust your intuition. Trust your divine downloads. Trust your messages, because they're not going to lead you astray here, Taurus. Okay. For the increased clarity and awareness here, we have a different oracle deck. This is a Celtic spirit deck that was just recently given to me. This is the first time we're using this deck on this channel. So the Celtic spirit deck are divinely guided messages with very beautiful Celtic themes. So divine, please show us clearly, what message of clarity do you have for Taurus here for this week? What message of clarity do you have for Taurus? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, this is the Maiden, innocence, love, and past. So this is very, very beautiful energy. I've recently received this card myself in a personal reading. So this goes on to say the Trinity knot in the circle is the symbol which represents the Maiden, Mother, and Crone, past, present, and future, the three different cycles of women. The Maiden is the symbol of innocence and the past. She is young, yet to learn the hardships of the world, and thus sees the world through a set of innocent eyes. The world is her oyster, and she is in search of love. She may be a bit naive, but this isn't really a bad thing when... Is it really a bad thing when all you see is beauty around you? That's the question there. The Maiden reminds us of a time where we also saw life as fun, inspiring, and full of wonder. Have we lost this spirit in ourselves, Taurus? It is never truly gone, just somewhat forgotten about as we navigate through the hardships of life. We can still be one with this part of ourselves again if we allow ourselves to see the beauty in the small things. Something as simple as smelling a beautiful flower or sitting in nature and watching the wildlife dance and play around us. It may be a time to remember the things that used to bring you joy and a sense of peace, Taurus. We may not have the time to do all of these things, but when we integrate them as small moments into our life, we make room subconsciously for them to happen more. Where have you lost your innocence? Where can you gain it back? That's another question this card asks you. The more we bring the small joys back into our life, the younger and lighter we feel, no longer weighed down by the multitude of tasks and stressors we've placed on ourselves. Namaste, Taurus. Have a blessed and abundant week.